As we get close to the end of another year, I think it's a great time to ask yourself a few powerful coaching questions that help you glean wisdom from this year and move into this next year in a really powerful way. So I'm going to give you 3 coaching questions to ask yourself, and I want you to ponder your answers. I think you'll be pretty pleased if you can answer these honestly and truthfully. So the first question is this: what is the biggest lesson God has offered you over the last year? Just think about this year, this past 12 months, and the milestones you've reached, perhaps challenges that you have faced, things that you've overcome. Everything offers us some sort of a message or a lesson, and our job really is to glean that lesson so that we come out of whatever the situation is a wiser person, that the next time you encounter something similar or even more difficult or less difficult, you have the tools to deal with it because you glean the lesson that was offered to you this year. So when you think back over the course of this year, what is the biggest lesson that's been offered to you? I want you to ponder it, I want you to jot it down, and then I want you to own that lesson. That is your wisdom now. You have lived it, and you know it. And it's very different for someone else to tell you something than it is for you to know it for yourself. Number 2, ask yourself this: what is my divine assignment at this stage of my life? Now, you could consider this in your relationship life or in your professional life or perhaps even in your finances or in your health, but there are different seasons and there's a timing for everything. And sometimes we have reached a point in life where there's something new for us to do or something different for us to do. Perhaps there's something you've been doing for quite some time and that season's really over. It's time for something new. This is, it's not challenging for you anymore, or it's not necessary for you anymore. And if you don't notice it, the thing is, you'll continue staying in a season that's no longer meant for you. So very, very important question is this: what is your divine assignment at this stage in your life? And then here's question number 3. I love this one because this is a vision question. But what would you like to see different in your life this time next year? What would you like to see different? I love to ask the question this way because, there are a lot of things in your life that you probably don't want to see change, things that are going well for you. But there are some elements that aren't working. And it's important to take note of them and to say, you know what, I don't want this to be true a year from now, which means there are some things you need to do different as you move into a new year. It's really great to decide these things before you start moving towards the goal, before you step over into that new year, so that you can leave it behind, so that you can say, yeah, I know what my intention is as I move forward. I'm stating it, I'm clear about it, there are some things that need to be different, and I know exactly what they are. Set the intention now and believe that it's possible. All things are possible, but it really starts with our belief that they're possible. So that's it. What's the biggest lesson that's been offered to you this year? What's your divine assignment at this stage in this season of your life? And then lastly, what would you like to see different this time next year? I want you to actually picture it. This time next year, what looks different? It's possible, but it starts with your belief. I'll talk to you next time.